Has your creative hit a roadblock? I can help. That's this week on Think Tank Tuesday. Hi, I'm Paul Potratz, and welcome to this week's Think Tank Tuesday. So here's the question. Would your creativity pass the test if I was to give you a test? I mean, let's be creative. For example, Think Tank Tuesday, we're always on a white background. But this week, I figured I would do something a little different. I mean, check it out. I've got people all around me today. You can be creative. Just because we're doing digital marketing and it's all about keywords and you've got these companies that are talking about, oh, you've got thousands of keywords. Don't let creativity die. I mean, how many years ago did we do the hard body contest? You know, where you would bring in the Nissan Xterra and everybody would stand around with their hand on the Nissan. Last person left standing after 3-4 days or whatever would win the Nissan. Granted, I mean, if we tried to do that today in this PC world, you'd probably get sued for malnutrition or whatever. But anyway, you can still be creative. I encourage you to be creative. I mean, take some challenges and be creative. Again, I mean, Think Tank is always on a white background. It's always me, but there's one thing that's always constant. I'm in the commercial, or not the commercials, I'm always in the video. So it's always me. That's the consistency. You can do the same thing in your advertising. So what I want to do this week is I'm going to show you some creativity. I'm going to start with TV commercials, and then I'm going to go over to your website, because those are the two things that I want you to focus on. And when I say TV commercials, it can be video pre-roll, it can be YouTube videos, anything you're doing in video, because definitely you're still doing video and a lot of video, because people will engage with video. So let's take a look at some of the examples and we'll come right back.
Hey, Mom, Dad, this is the car I just got. I just want to show off to you. You know, I've been saving for a really long time, and... Ah!
Need a new car? Click here to view our incredible inventory with e-prices that are out of this world.
Hi. I was on your website and I really need help finding a new vehicle. I live really far away, so I'm going to need something with great gas mileage. I'm also in a band, so I'm gonna need a lot of cargo space for all our equipment. Oh, and safety is really important, so anything with a great crash test rating, that would be perfect. Do you think you can help me out? Oh, okay. You know what? No thanks.
Really? Not again. Don't waste your time and money with Mindless Zombies. Shop pre-owned vehicles with payments under $199 per month. Click here to get the pre-owned vehicle you want for the price you need.
All right, so hopefully you like those. Did you see some creativity? I mean, I've got to be honest with you. Right now, where we're doing a different look, where looks like I'm shooting somewhere else this week, this is a little unnerving to me. Well, not really, because you've got to take risk in your creativity. You've always got to be trying something new. Don't get caught into the same old, I mean, just don't get caught up. Have fun with your creativity and your marketing. So with video, what are you doing with video? There were some examples, but let's talk about your website. I mean, your website really is your new showroom. It's your virtual showroom. It's your digital showroom. So what are you doing with your website? Is your website just purely, here's the car, here's the price, or does it engage people? I've showed some of the things that we're building, these apps or games, because gamification is something that's huge, but no one's doing it on their website. Well, we are. I mean, we're building websites that has gamification, and in fact, I'm going to show you some of the games that you could have on your website. I mean, be creative. Think of your own game. In fact, if you think of a game that would be cool on your website, email me the game, and if we build it, if we say, hey, that's really awesome, and if we build it, we're going to give that game to you free to use on your website as long as you want. So I want to see the creativity, guys, but let's take a look at some games now. So here we go. had ever thought of having games on an automotive website, on a dealer's website? Think about it. People are playing games all the time. I mean, they're playing games more than, let's just say they're playing games a lot. So why not have some games on your website? Individuals are coming to your website, and if that game has an opportunity for them to convert, in other words, you get that email information, for them to get a coupon, it's a good thing to do. Do you want some games on your website? Well, guess what? We sell these. Regardless of your website platform, you can have these games on your website. So I'm going to bring Brian in a few minutes, and he can talk to you about the games. But let's talk a little more about the games. If you've got an idea, in other words, if you've got an idea that would be a really cool game, what I want you to do is I want you to email us. Just send an email to us and say, hey, this would be a really good game. And if we pick your game and we build it, we're going to give it to you free. In other words, you can use the game as long as you want. We'll build it, we'll give it to you, and that's kind of our token of appreciation for you being creative. So again, you've got to be creative. Just because we're doing digital, it doesn't mean creativity has to stop. Now let's talk about creativity in the showroom. I mean, again, we used to do the hard body contest and on, I mean, all kinds of contests. What are you doing this month? What are you doing in the showroom that's creative? Something that really that you can shoot a video of and you can post it on Facebook and you can start some interaction. Think about what's popular right now. But let me show you a couple things that we're doing in showrooms, and you tell me what you think.
Good luck. Great. He's played before, guys. Yes. Oh! That was wrong. Come on. I see it. Yeah.
So there you go. There's a few examples of what you can be doing in the showroom. So if your creativity is just kind of fizzled out, well, use some of the ideas I've shared with you this week. And now I'm going to turn it over to Brian, because Brian's got something important that you definitely want to listen to.
Hey guys, Brian Hart here, new business manager at Potratz. And I know Paul just showed you some of the new tools that we've got on our website, some of the gamification tools we have. This is all new content to the industry, and if you want to be the first one to have it on your website, give me a call at this phone number below or email me, brian@ppadv.com.
All right, so I hope Brian sold you on why you need to be creative. If he didn't, well, I don't know what to tell you. Let's talk about one last thing that you could be doing on your website. It's pretty creative, I think, because it works extremely well. I'm talking about exit intent technology. There's individuals coming to your website. I mean, think about the traffic coming to your website. I mean, what do you have? 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 people coming to your website every single month. How many of them are filling in a lead form, or how many of them are calling you? If you're like most websites, 98% of the people are leaving your website without converting. So exit intent, what it does is it senses a person's body language, in other words, their mouse movement, and when they go to leave the website, it populates a personalized message, and it captures their information. That's exit intent. We built a technology called Exit Gadget. I mean, there's others out there. Well, they're not as good as Exit Gadget, but hey, I'm selling it right now, okay? So anyway, Exit Gadget will capture their information. It's a creative way because you do it in the showroom. I mean, it's the same thing. Somebody comes into the showroom, they're like, oh, I don't know, I got to think about it, I'll come back. What's that called? It's called the TO. The manager goes out, meets them, talks to them, and tries to get them to sit back down and sign the paperwork. Well, that's what Exit Gadget does. All right, so we're back. And just a couple more changes in my background because I just wanted to spice up Think Tank this week because instead of having the plain old white, let's do something different. I hope you learned a lot from that, and I hope you're not scared to take a chance in being creative. So try your creativity on this week, see what you can do different, and I have no idea why I said try your creativity on, but hey, you got to be willing to make mistakes, and I'll see you next week.